everybody. Again, thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate all y'all. You know, help me get more subscribers. Share a video to a friend, family, into your Krumpers groups, everything and stuff. Just let's get there. I'm trying to get to 1K subscribers. I'm at 600, I believe, right now. Thank you. I appreciate everybody. And this right here is a question I have got. People has inboxed me a bunch of questions, and I'm trying to go down them and get them handled. So pretty much, the person asked, they were like, I have all these classes. I have Chaz classes. I have Miho classes, Beast, Dread, 1K, your classes. I have a whole bunch of classes, and I seems to not be getting good. What am I doing wrong? It's about applying. Applying is the problem. Learning how to apply these things can be super hard. So this YouTube is on how to apply classes, workshops, so on, etc. How to apply. Okay? So we have, this is the GOAT, SK. You already know what it is. So I was gonna do a Beast Camp class, but I was like, you know what? Let me just use one of Chaz's. So this is Chaz Jab class. It's a really good class, and it's probably one of my favorite classes from tie-dyes that he's ever made. Like, this is one of my favorite ones. I picked this class because it's a lost art within Krump. Like, people don't really understand the jab. Even like OGs that I've met don't really understand the jab. So I felt like he was just like super like intuitive with this class. So I picked this class, and I watched this class a lot, almost every time before I hit the lab. So how to apply, you need to really sit down and watch the class. No, keep your Krumpgasms to yourself. I will not play his full class right here in the video, so you can cut out right now if you thought I was gonna play the full class. One, it's my man's, it's his money, and I ain't trying to get dropped. Let's not do that to me. But anyways, I'm gonna play a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna show you ways to apply information. One thing for sure, to apply, it takes time. You can't just watch it and be like, oh, I'm good at jabbing now because I watched the jabbing class. Let's not be an asshole. Like, actually sit there and listen to the man. Like, I say watch everything 3 times, even footage, okay? I say watch a class 3 times. 1, for your knowledge, for knowing, so you can sit there and enjoy it. 2 is the apply time. You sit there and you apply pieces of it. You can't just watch the whole thing and then go into the lab. You have to take pieces of it that you can remember. And in 3, you take notes. 3 is take notes. This is everybody's problem. As soon as the class starts and Chaz says something like, yo, you've been doing this wrong, or it's called this, y'all be like, when I go to the session, I'm gonna be like, you don't do this because it's called this. I bet you don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. That's trash. You gotta stop doing that. Okay? You gotta ask the first one you watch the first time watching the class, you have to actually watch it to listen to everything. You can't pause it, right? Unpause it. Pause it, right? Like, I know some people, memories is like that because I take a lot of notes too. But the first time coming around to the class, you want to take time to actually pay attention to what he's saying and really getting into it. So that's like super important about applying, okay? So we're gonna watch a little bit of this, and then we're gonna speak a little bit about it.
Wrist to elbow, understand. Doop, that's it. It's not the shoulder. This is relaxed. I am not flexed here unless I'm using this for continuity. It's this. This is the jab in Krump.
Okay, now we're here. We're here inside the lab where it's possible for applying. The only place applying can really stick to you. Yes, you can go to a session like, oh, this nigga was talking about jabs. I'm gonna be jabbing the whole sessions and stuff. Sessions is for the experience, it's for us to try out new things that we were labbing on. But here in the lab, it's the most important place as a dancer that wants to grow. Okay, so this space, this empty space, so I can grow and I can create the lab. This is where important, as a dancer, this is important. No matter what dance you do, this is important. So now we're here and we're talking about a jab, okay? He said fingertips, forearms, fingertips, forearms. It comes from here, okay? So it's a split second, bang. The jab is a split second. So now that we have that knowledge, what I said earlier, take a piece of the footage, okay? The problem is overwhelming, okay? You don't want to overwhelm yourself with watching the whole footage and then be in the lab like, what that nigga say? What did he say? Now you have to go back to the footage to remember what he said. You take a piece, okay? I have that he said the jab is a split second, okay? And it's here, okay? The jab isn't from here. It's not coming from the shoulder. So now we have that. So now it's time to apply. We're getting nitty gritty. You have to really pay attention here, okay? So as me, I'm always in my Krump stance, in my posture, okay? A gem I'm about to get you with. Texturize everything. Everything. Texturize everything. That's a cheat code, okay? Texture is a way of moving, okay? Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it delayed? Is it glitching? You know? Does it not happen? You know? What happens, like, it's texturizing, okay? So just remember a way of moving, okay? As you moving, okay? So keep that in mind when you lab. Texturize everything. Texture is the perfect season, okay? It's the perfect seasoning, okay? You need to put texture on everything. Take your body, get some texture and be like, okay, here we go. Some more texture, put it on, okay? Put texture on, bang, bang, put that bitch on, okay? And now how you texturize is always up to you. Now back to applying, okay? I know the jab is a split second and I know the jab come from here, bang, now I'm in the lab. I like placements, okay? So you have to figure out what your character likes, what it doesn't like, you know, that stuff. I know how I am already. So let me show you how I apply. So I know the jab is a split second, okay? So I have a placement, okay? And I'm here, and I'm like, bang, 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 okay? I threw 3 jabs here, 1, it was 2, it was 3, okay? And I'm like, there I go right there, okay? What texture did I use? I use speed. Use really fast texture. So bang, 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 bang. Okay? So now I'm jabbing it out. Son Solo taught me. I took triple S. You always gotta keep that in mind too. That low sound is really good. Son Solo told me about jabbing it out. Okay? Sometimes you need time to think. You don't want to jab a lot, but the jab is there for us. Okay? You don't want to use it all the time. It's there for us though. It's a split second, like Chad said. So now I'm utilizing my posture. The way I sit in my core. You always want to posture, core, balance. Those things are super important, okay? These are things that's always supposed to be present in your lab, okay? Core, posture, balance, and texture. Without texture, you won't be able to come up with new ways of doing things, okay? That's creativity, by the way, to throw that in there. So now we're applying the jab, okay? So now as I use my placements, because I always use placements before I move on, okay? Get familiar with your body, okay? So now I know that I'm here for the jab. I know I'm going to use speed. So as I'm moving fast, I'm going to switch through my core, my reality, my grooves. I know that's what it's there for. But like I said in my last video, it's a segment. So jab is my segment. This lab is for jabs. So now I'm gonna play a track and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply the jab.
Look, niggas ain't truly ballin', your homies ain't live and silent. Niggas ain't really fucking, you cuddled up, pillow talking. Your motives ain't truly solid, I'm showing up, niggas bowdy. Your Benjis ain't truly piling, my body count look like mileage. I came to this spot on 100, leave one for the top, I'm gunning. Blue cheese in the pack, I'm running. Pussy on the roll, I'm thugging. My way to the T, I'm bugging. My team's too legit. 3 beams on his neck and body, 10 beams on his whip. 10 reasons I got to rip you. Next volume, come get this issue.
As I utilize my posture and my core, like I put down in my lab to apply this class. Okay? You can't just go in there like, I'm just about to jab. So you're just like, shit, let's go. My jab's gonna be crazy. Okay? You want to have a certain advancement in there. That's why I pick my core, I pick my posture, I pick my balance, as most people should pick in their lab. Okay, so I chose my texture, which I was going to speed. I delayed some things, I slowed some things down, I made it choppy. It's because I switched through texture a lot. Okay, texture is your best friend. I'm telling you, when you want to apply things, think texture. Okay, because it's going to help you find different ways of doing it. So now we have the jab here, okay, bang, here. So after the jab's finished, I know that I'm going to switch my core this way, okay? Switch, drop for posture. Now I'm here. Now I'm down, the energy down here in my legs, which I shift my weight to this leg, okay? Now this one can come up because my weight is on this leg. And I can place this one, switch. All my weight is on this leg now. I have my balance idea, so I know what I'm doing each and every moment. So now, after that jab, I see how much I can get done before I move on to the next jab. Or if I'm not going to jab, if I'm going to swing, before I'm going to bang or I'm going to chop something crazy, I want to have that in mind, okay? So applying takes time, okay? There's nothing wrong with being on a class 4 months, okay? You can be like, I'm still on this class. You can keep purchasing classes and line them up. There's nothing wrong with that either. Don't say sometimes you're purchasing too many classes. It's not that. You have to take time with yourself in your lab, and you have to start mental first, okay? Don't flush all this information into your head to the point when you're in your lab, you're supposed to be doing jabs, and then you're in there like, you know what, this would be a cool combo. You want to stay focused, okay? So the applying game is real.